Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
If Mr. Andrew Berry's not going to get rid of the head coach, at least get rid of the offensive coordinator. You're not going to tell me that our offense is not stale and unimaginative. Mr. Stefanski is not the offensive guru Cleveland thinks he is. And he isn't man enough to admit I should get an offensive coordinator. Andrew Berry should go down there and do two things. Get him some speed and talent, which he hasn't done, and tell him he needs an offensive coordinator.
As always, we appreciate the voicemails. Mary Kay, I've said this all week long, and I'll continue to say it. If you take away a starting quarterback, who you expect to be in the top half, and you take away a number one weapon, which Nick Chubb was going to be, and then you take away the two tackles that are supposed to be starting, I don't know what you expect the guy to do. I mean, if you take away Mahomes and Kelsey from the Chiefs, Allen and Diggs from the Bills, that's in essence what you've done to Kevin Stefanski by taking away Nick Chubb and Deshaun Watson. So they're 7-5. They're in the middle of the playoff hunt. He's doing a really good job with what he has.
Yeah, he really is. I don't think that you can fault him for what is going on with this season. I really don't. When you get down to your fourth quarterback, you really are kind of holding it together with smoke and mirrors, and you're just trying to survive week by week and doing the absolute best that you can. And I think he's done a very, very nice job. I absolutely would not place the blame at his feet by any stretch of the imagination, even if they don't make the playoffs. I mean, look at some of these other teams that lost their starting quarterbacks, the Jets and whatnot. I mean, they're not even contending. And the Browns are still right in the thick of it, and I think they can get there. They have to get to 10. They've got to win 3 more games. And this game on Sunday against the Jaguars might end up being a whole lot easier to win than it was going to be. But again, you can't take anything for granted. Look what Jake Browning did last night. I mean, that game, when you talk about going into Cincinnati and having to finish strong and having that be an easy out because you have Jake Browning instead of Joe Burrow, I mean, you just can't take anything for granted in the NFL right now.